In this section, we are going to find out how to insert TableView to a view in Xcode. Now, create an application or open an existing application. We can add TableView to a view using Interface Builder or programmatically. First, we can see how to add a table view using Interface Builder. For this, open the Interface Builder file and add a TableView object from the object library to the basic view. By default, the table view will cover the entire screen. Now run the application. You can see the table view with many rows but no content. There are many properties available for a table view like style, separator, selection, etc. If we are setting the separator property of the table view object as none, the resultant will be a table view with no separator. Next, we can set different colors for the background of the table view using the background color property. The remaining features you can try out. Now let's implement the delegate and data source methods of the table view to provide content and handle events in the table view. We can do this by adding the UITableView delegate and the UITableView data source classes in the extend section of the interface file. Next step is to link the delegate and data source of the table view added in the XIB file's owner of the class. There are various data source and delegate methods which can be implemented to get full control over the UITableView object. Let's see some of these methods. For that, move to the implementation file of the class in which TableView is added. First, we can see the implementation of TableView, number of rows in section method. This method is used to give the number of table rows for each section of a table view. If you are not specifying the number of sections and the number of rows in a section by default, it will be 1. Once we implement the delegate and data source methods of the table view, we must implement the method TableView, cell for row at index path. In this method, we will be creating the cell for the table view to be added to each row of the table view. To create a cell, we have to create an object of UITableViewCell. If a cell is already created, UITableViewCell reuses that cell. Next, we are assigning the text hello to all the cells created using the text label's text property. Now, if we run the application, we can see 2 rows with hello text because the number of rows in each section we added is 2, and the default number of sections is 1. Let's change the number of rows in section to 4. As we can see, the number of rows with the text hello in the resultant table view became 4. Next, we will see how to set the number of sections for a table view. This can be done using the number of section in table view method. Using this method, let's make the number of sections for the table view to 2. Now, if we run the application, we can see 2 sections containing 4 rows each. It is possible for us to give different values or attributes for different sections of the table view. Let's try this by changing the text color of the cell text in the second section to blue. Inside the cell for row at index path method, we can get the current section using the section property of the NSIndexPath object. Now, if we run the application, we can see the section in blue color text. As setting different attribute, it is possible to give different value for different cells in TableView. We can declare an NSArray object in the interface file to store the content to be displayed in the TableViewCell. In the viewDidLoad method of the implementation file, we are initializing the array with 4 string values that we want to appear as the text in each row of the table view. Let's change the number of sections for the table view to 1. Also, go to the implementation of cell for row at index path method and assign the array elements to each cell value. Here, the row property of the NSIndexPath object will give the row number of the cell that is creating, respective to the section in which it is created.